Hey, what's going on YouTube? Tonight we're going to be reviewing the new movie that comes out October 18th, which is Zombieland Double Tap. Now, Zombieland Double Tap is the sequel of the original Zombieland movie that came out in 2009. And now that the sequel is out, we now following the four original cast members back into the mainland, and there seems to be some new intimate danger from them. So if you have not seen the first one, do not worry, because I do not think that this movie, the sequel, I don't think you need the first movie in order to understand what all is going on with the Double Tap. And the reason why is because I think they do a really good job into explaining each person's position within this movie, and I think a lot of it really doesn't even matter, because like this is a fun movie, and the comedy and the fun and the action, all of it all follows up. So anyway, if you're not familiar, this movie does follow a family, sort of say a family, but more of a team of four in Little Rock, Wichita, Tallahassee, and Columbus, who is played by Abigail Breslin, Emma Stone, Woody Harrelson, and Jesse Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg also does some narration for this movie as well too, which is absolutely funny at it. And thoroughly enjoy. But now that we kind of follow the four of them, they kind of made home in the White House, Washington, D.C. And it's all cool because they're safe, there's no danger, they're just kind of living their life. Everything is just all good. But at a point now, Little Rock, the youngest of the four, is feeling a little out of place because she can't really relate to anybody. And not to mention, too, Tallahassee is just kind of overbearing to her. So her sister in Wichita is just kind of like, yeah, you know, the relationship, too, with Columbus is kind of like annoying as well, too. So they decide to, like, escape, run. They left a note. They said, we're gone. So before I talk about it a little bit more, I just want to say, like, this movie is literally fun from beginning to the end. I seen it in the screening today, and even before the movie started, I'm not even sure was this even part of the movie, or was it just like, you know, going to be a trailer or some type of thing before the movie started. But there was a commercial that kind of made like a pun towards the movie, but like tackling the funny subject as well too. So from that to the Columbia sign, the statue before it starts, even also had its own little jokes as well that kind of ties into the movie as well. So the movie's literally fun from beginning to the end. Even the end having a mid-credit scene that you definitely want to stay for is absolutely fun, hilarious. So again, from beginning of this movie to the end, it's thoroughly fun. But this movie I'm going to say fun a lot, because fun is literally the word that I would describe this movie up and down. It's not your traditional zombie movie if you haven't seen the first one, because it makes a lot of, like, it's a parody of other zombie movies, in other words, and it makes a lot of puns towards it. Even the Walking Dead, there's a Walking Dead scene, a Walking Dead comic scene that they kind of like talk about the Walking Dead, but kind of make fun of it, but then also kind of make it like as a parody towards this movie, that you'll get a laugh at. And I'm a Walking Dead fan. I bust out laughing because it is absolutely like spot on with what they were saying. But again, as much as this movie is a zombie movie, and we all know zombie movie is all about the survival of humanity and your own survival within your family or team, this movie makes sure that it's very, very clear that this movie is absolutely fun, because they do like funny video games type of stuff like Kill of the Year, which is like where everyone tends to try to make the most craziest, insane kill. And it's like, oh, is that Kill of the Year? And then while that happened, they kind of like warp to another part of the world. It's like, well, it's just been reported that this person has done this kill, and then they show it, and then it just be the most insane thing ever. So the movie's called Double Tap, which, to be honest, I would really call this movie Double Down, because it literally takes the first movie and double downs and everything that the first movie did and does it better in this movie. But the name Double Tap comes from two things. Obviously, Double Tap is a trigger. A double tap of the trigger, and when using any type of gun, but it's also Columbus's rule number 2. So rule number 2, movie number 2, double tap 2. So it's just a play on words, sort of say. It really doesn't have no effect in the movie, but his rules, when the rules pop up, not even just that, but the rules and the captions that pop up in this movie are very like animated, and they just stick out there. So it really, for every moment that you may want to try to take this movie serious, you have it really brings you back to life to say like, this is a fun movie. Have fun with it. It's gonna be a bunch of like crazy things happening that just, you know, it is what it is. So you know, it's and also too, like the captions and stuff, they kind of make you laugh when they jump up out there too, because they kind of like are just reminders of different things that was stated earlier and so forth. So you'll have a lot of fun when they pop up as well too. But I thought the cinematography was really good. Being able to see a lot of the camera work within this movie and how they kind of like track and follow either the zombies or the cast when they're going through different scenes, I thought was really is good too. So back to the plot too. So like I said, Little Rock is just feeling a little bit out of place, and her and Wichita says, we're out of here, they're leaving though, and then they decide to go to Graceland. Graceland, if you're not sure what Graceland is the home of Elvis Presley. They explain why, so you'll see the movie, but that's their destination. They want to go to Graceland. But while all this is happening too, so since the first movie, they have been able to really classify the zombies now. They're able to understand them. They really classified the zombies into 3 different categories. Homer, the Homers, the Hawkins, and the Ninjas. You see the movie, they'll explain to you. I don't want to give too much about that. But as soon as they thought there was only 3 categories, there seems to be a new, stronger, more like dangerous, more deadlier zombie that's out. Now that's really harder to kill, which is ultimately becoming a major threat for them. So now that that's happening, the 2 of them are gone. Now this leaves Tallahassee and Columbus to go save them, but also being able to have to prepare for this new deadlier threat. And also too, like the action is very fun in this movie. I actually enjoyed it. A lot of the gunfights and scenes and the zombie kills is absolutely fun. So as much as this movie does have a lot of the, like, I laughed so much my head was hurting. Like I really laughed the entire time. So as much as the comedy and the jokes are over the top, I thought the action was pretty solid too. I really did think it was. Rosario Dawson is in this movie, and she plays this character Nevada. The moment she steps on screen, the first scene that she's in it is memorable. It's so funny. But every scene that she's in is must watch. She's an absolute star. And I think that the moment that she's introduced in this movie, you're just gonna just fall in love with that scene and everything that follows it, because I think actually too, the scene, her first scene that she steps into it is one that you just won't forget. And I think there's also some really funny things that happen like immediately after that too. I don't want to give too much about it too, but there's some really funny things that really circles Rosario Dawson's character. So you're gonna have fun with that. But other than that, like there's a lot of puns. Like this is one scene where they kind of make where they kind of make fun of Uber. But you'll see, like there's a really funny Uber joke that you will enjoy in this movie, and not only just that too, just to get a little bit more. So Little Rock, Graceland doesn't suffice enough. So Little Rock, as again, is really just looking for somebody her age, somebody she can relate to, a boyfriend, in other words. She found some hipster people to ultimately take to the Babylon. So just imagine Little Rock hipsters in the setting of the zombie apocalypse. You know it's going to be crazy. So just prepare for that as well. But as much as this movie is a zombie movie, we know zombie movies are very popular genre. And it is for all age. And I think all ages will enjoy it. There is a lot adult comedy in this as well too, that I think that, you know, only adults are going to understand. Not just the fact that it's going to like deter kids, but kids won't fully understand some of these jokes, puns, and sarcasm. There's a ton of sarcasm in this movie. So I think that's great, because I think when you think about a movie for to see on the weekend, I think this is a great date movie. We're in the spirit of the season of Halloween, so zombie kind of plays towards that. But I think it's just a really good weekend date movie that everyone will enjoy for sure. I can't stress enough, Rosario Dawson is so good. Woody Harrelson is so good. Jesse Eisenberg is so good. But the major star in this movie, hands down, is Zoe Deutsch. easily is the star in this movie. She plays this character Madison, and I have to tell you, absolutely funny the entire time. So this movie does focus a lot on stereotypes. So Jesse Eisenberg, Columbus is a super nerd. So super nerds we know is kind of like awkward, but overly educated and just knows everything. You know what I mean? So we seen that in the first movie, and we see that in the second movie as well too. But Madison is that stereotypical blonde airhead, but absolutely a joy to watch. Absolutely a joy to watch. I mean, she kills this role. I mean, I thoroughly, as much as in as star studded as this cast is, she is absolutely the star in this movie. I enjoyed her character the entire time, and I think you guys will too, for sure. The last other two things I would say too is that, of course, in zombie and when you're talking zombies, you're talking about hers. I think that there was a lot. The costume design was good, and I think there was a lot of like actors or extras and stunt people who played these zombies. I didn't see too much CGI or CG, so I'm cool with that. That there was actual people that did the acting for the zombies, and I really do thoroughly appreciate that. And I think that's good, because like too much CG is just over the top now in some of these zombies movies. So I think you will really appreciate that. But again, like I said in the beginning, make sure you stay tuned for the mid-credit scene. You do not want to miss that, because that's absolutely funny. And other than that, I mean, I can't wait to see what you guys think about this movie. You definitely want to make sure you leave me some comments down in the comments below. Interact with me. Let me know what you think. I love this movie. I hope you guys watch it too. It comes out October 18th, so this Friday. And again, once you see it, come back to me here. Let me know what you think. And just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed, because more movie reviews are coming to you very soon. Thank you for listening, y'all.
I keep